Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Fall is officially here, so I'm going to be sharing with you guys today 3 different DIY pumpkins so that you can get decorating for fall. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Noelle. I make new videos like this every single week showing you guys how to get the high-end looking home that you want at a price point that you can afford. So if you like that kind of thing, definitely consider subscribing to my channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. And let's go ahead and get into these DIYs. So for this first DIY, we are going to be taking these pumpkins that I picked up from Walmart. They were super affordable and we're going to make them look more realistic. So I picked up these 3 paint colors that I thought would be really perfect for the look that I'm going for. I love those like green peachy tone pumpkins, so I thought this would be great for that. I'm using this brown wax and some matte spray paint. The first thing I'm going to do is remove the stem, and I decided for the small pumpkin I wanted to use the creamy white color. You guys know how to paint, so I'm not going to explain it to you, but I'm just making sure to smooth out any of the brush strokes that are coming up. And I actually ended up putting the stem back in just a little bit to make it easier to hold. Next up, I'm painting the biggest one, this beautiful green color, and I've just pulled the stem up a little bit so that I can paint up underneath of it. But look how pretty this green color is. I love this so much. And lastly, I'm painting this pumpkin, the orangey color that I picked up. And it was a little bit brighter than I was thinking, so I'm adding some of this cream color to it, and that gave it a really nice muted orange tone that I was looking for. Next, to make this one a little more realistic, I took that green color and painted a patch on it to be like the spot from like where it lays on the ground kind of thing. And then while the paint was still wet, I took the green and painted in the creases so that it would blend in with the orange a little bit more and make it look really natural. While that dried, I moved on to the stems, so I'm painting them with this creamy gray tone first, and then I'm going to go in with that brown wax and add some dimension. I thought this wax could also be used to add that dirt look to the white pumpkin, but I did not like how this was looking, so I painted over it and used my old trusty real dirt method that never fails. Nothing gives you a better dirt look than actual dirt. So I just applied this on all of the pumpkins to give them that look of like they've been growing outside. Lastly, I sealed the pumpkins with this matte clear spray paint, and this is going to seal them, but it's also going to give them just a little bit of shine that real pumpkins would have. And that is going to finish off these pumpkins. For this next pumpkin DIY, I was inspired by these pumpkins from my fall shop with me that were really beautiful but very pricey. So for this project, I'll be using velvet fabric, rice, stuffing, a needle and thread, and dried pumpkin stems, and also hot glue. This fabric that I'm using here is actually a shirt that I found secondhand, and I thought it would be really great for this project. So I've just flipped it inside out, and I'm going to be using this dinner plate to trace out a circle and cut it out, but you could use a salad plate to get a smaller size or trace something larger for a bigger pumpkin. It's just up to you. Once I've got the circle cut out, I am placing it face down and taking my needle and thread, I'm going to stitch around the edge of the circle. So I'm just going in and out and in and out all around the edges. You do not have to be good at sewing to do this DIY. You really can't mess this up. And continuing until I come back to the first stitch. Now we've got a little pouch that I'm going to add some rice to the bottom of. And you may want to do this on a plate because it can get really messy with the rice just going everywhere. And for this size, I'm just adding about a cup of rice. And once the rice is in, I'm gonna start adding the stuffing. This is actually stuffing from an old pillow. I love doing this. It's a lot more affordable way and you get to reuse things. I just added stuffing until my pumpkin looked plump, but could still close easily. Once it's full, I'm pulling the strings tight together and tying a knot, but be careful not to pull too tight because I definitely broke this thread, so just be careful. It doesn't have to be closed all of the way because next we're actually going to take our needle and stitch the hole the rest of the way closed. Once it's fully closed, we can tie a knot and fluff it up. Then I'm taking this pumpkin stem that I dried out from a real pumpkin and I'm attaching it to the top just with some Gorilla Hot Glue. And that is going to finish off this velvet pumpkin. Next up, we're going to be making these fun concrete pumpkins. For these, I'm using a bucket, pantyhose, some twine, a small plastic container, and Quikrete. So I'm going to start by mixing up this concrete. So I'm going to use 6 cups of Quikrete to start, and then I'm adding in my water and just mixing this up until I get the right consistency, adding more concrete or water depending on where the consistency is at until it gets similar to a cake batter mix. Next, I'm taking the pantyhose and cutting off the bottoms so I'll be able to make 2 pumpkins out of this one pair. I also wanted to mention that I bought these and the twine from Dollar Tree, so it doesn't need to be expensive. Once I got those cut, I'm going to use this plastic container to hold the pantyhose open so that it's easier to pour in the concrete. Next, I'm just going to scoop some of that concrete mix into this pantyhose, and I'm making sure that it gets all the way down into the bottom. Then I just continue to add more cement mix, and you can add more or less depending on the size of the pumpkin that you want to make. Once I've added all the cement, I'm going to tie a knot at the top just off to the center so that it doesn't get in the way later. Next, you're going to want to cut and lay out a couple pieces of twine and set your concrete pantyhose down into the center of that and begin tying those pieces of twine together in the middle. I messed up here because I tied the strings too tight trying to get a good indentation. So you want to tie it tight enough to get an indentation, but not so tight that the strings sink down into the concrete. Once all the twine was tied, I set it aside to dry and made a couple more pumpkins. Once they were dry, I cut the strings and removed the pantyhose, and you can see here how tying the string too tight really messed me up. When I tried to pull the twine out, the concrete broke. So I decided to go ahead and make another batch and not tie the string so tight this time, and they turned out really great. So I'm just sanding off any bumps or remaining pantyhose and dusting off any loose cement. For the pumpkin with the broken part on top, I thought it would be cute to use this moss that I picked up from the Dollar Tree to cover up that and pop a stick on for the stem. So I'm just going to attach all of this to the pumpkin with some hot glue. And for the pumpkins that didn't break, I'm using this drill bit to create a hole in the top of the pumpkins so that I can attach a stick for the stem, because the hot glue does not really want to stick very well to this concrete material. So this is just going to make it a lot more secure. And that's going to finish off these concrete pumpkins. Alrighty guys, that's going to wrap up this DIY pumpkin video. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and let me know in the comments below which pumpkin was your favorite and which one you're going to be incorporating into your space this year. Also, keep an eye out for more fall videos coming. I've done a couple already, but I'm planning on doing my fall front porch video very soon, so keep an eye out for that. And again, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. It really helps me out a lot. So I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.